Live television has long been a stage where the unexpected thrives, where the line between reality and entertainment blurs, and where moments of pure spontaneity can captivate audiences around the globe. From unscripted outbursts to bizarre encounters, the realm of live TV has witnessed some of the most surreal and unforgettable moments in media history. As cameras roll and millions of viewers tune in, the unpredictable nature of live broadcasts has given rise to a catalog of jaw-dropping occurrences that defy explanation. In this exploration, we delve into the realm of the extraordinary, recounting the craziest, most outrageous incidents ever to grace the screens of live television. Brace yourself for a journey through the unexpected, where the line between reality and spectacle becomes blurred, and where anything can happen when the world is watching. Number 8. The Fall of the Berlin Wall. The fall of the Berlin Wall stands as one of the most iconic moments in modern history, symbolizing the end of the Cold War and the reunification of Germany. Erected in 1961 by the East German government to prevent emigration and defection from East to West Berlin, the wall served as a physical and ideological barrier, separating families, friends, and a divided nation for nearly 3 decades. The fall of the Berlin Wall not only reshaped the geopolitical landscape of Europe, but also served as a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the universal yearning for freedom and unity. Today, the remnants of the wall stand as poignant reminders of a turbulent past and a testament to the enduring quest for peace and reconciliation. Number 7. The Japanese tsunami hits live TV. One of the most harrowing and unforgettable moments in recent memory occurred on March 11, 2011, when Japan was struck by a catastrophic earthquake and tsunami. The event unfolded live on television, capturing the world's attention as the disaster rapidly unfolded. It began with a massive magnitude 9.0 earthquake off the coast of northeastern Japan, triggering powerful tremors that shook buildings, roads, and infrastructure across the region. Within minutes, the earthquake triggered a towering tsunami, with waves reaching heights of up to 40 meters, 130 feet in some areas. The Japanese tsunami hitting live TV served as a sobering reminder of the immense power of nature and the vulnerability of human civilization in the face of such catastrophic events. The images broadcast that day served as a call to action for the international community, prompting an outpouring of support and aid for Japan as it began the long and difficult process of recovery and rebuilding. Number 6. The 1989 San Francisco earthquake. The 1989 San Francisco earthquake, also known as the Loma Prieta earthquake, struck the San Francisco Bay Area of California on October 17, 1989. With a magnitude of 6.9, it was one of the most significant earthquakes to hit the region in decades, causing widespread devastation and loss of life. The earthquake struck during the peak of rush hour, catching many people on their commute home from work. The sudden shaking caused widespread panic and chaos as buildings swayed, roads buckled, and power lines snapped. In the moments following the quake, a section of the double-decker Cypress Street Viaduct in Oakland collapsed, crushing cars and trapping motorists underneath. Additionally, a portion of the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge's upper deck collapsed, further adding to the destruction. Despite the widespread devastation and loss of life, the 1989 San Francisco earthquake also showcased the resilience and solidarity of the community as people came together to support one another in the aftermath of the disaster. Number 5. O.J. Simpson's low-speed car chase. It occurred on June 17, 1994, just days after Simpson's ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ronald Goldman, were found murdered outside her home in Brentwood, Los Angeles, following the discovery of the bodies and the issuance of a warrant for his arrest on charges of double homicide. O.J. Simpson, a former football star and actor, became the subject of a massive manhunt. On the day of the chase, Simpson, accompanied by his friend and former teammate Al Cowlings, was spotted in a white Ford Bronco on Interstate 405 in Los Angeles. Ultimately, the slow-speed chase came to an end when Simpson arrived at his home in Brentwood, where he surrendered to authorities without incident. The event captivated the nation and sparked intense speculation and debate about Simpson's guilt or innocence in the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. Number 4. The explosion of the Space Shuttle Challenger. The explosion of the Space Shuttle Challenger on January 28, 1986, stands as one of the most tragic and defining moments in the history of space exploration. The shuttle's mission, STS-51L, was intended to deploy a satellite and conduct various experiments in space. However, just 73 seconds after liftoff from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, tragedy struck as the Challenger broke apart in mid-air. The cause of the explosion was traced to the failure of an O-ring seal in one of the solid rocket boosters, which allowed hot gases to escape and breach the shuttle's external fuel tank. The resulting rupture led to the disintegration of the spacecraft, scattering debris across the sky and plunging the Challenger into the Atlantic Ocean. In the aftermath of the tragedy, President Ronald Reagan delivered a heartfelt address to the nation, offering condolences to the families of the fallen astronauts and reaffirming America's commitment to space exploration. Number 3. Man walking on the moon. On July 20th, 1969, humanity achieved one of its most remarkable feats, the first manned landing on the moon. This historic event, known as the Apollo 11 mission, marked a significant milestone in human history and represented the culmination of years of scientific research, technological innovation, and intense competition in the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union. On July 20th, with millions of people around the world watching on television, Armstrong and Aldrin guided the Eagle to a successful landing in the Sea of Tranquility. As Armstrong famously radioed back to Mission Control, "The Eagle has landed." Several hours later, Neil Armstrong emerged from the lunar module and descended down the ladder, becoming the first human to set foot on the lunar surface. With his iconic words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," Armstrong took humanity's first steps onto another celestial body. Buzz Aldrin joined Armstrong on the surface minutes later, and together they conducted experiments, collected samples, and planted the American flag. They also placed a plaque on the lunar module bearing the inscription, "Here, men from the planet Earth first set foot upon the moon." July 1969 AD. We came in peace for all mankind. The success of the Apollo 11 mission represented a triumph of human ingenuity, determination, and cooperation. Number 2. Manila Tourist Bus Hostage Crisis. The Manila Tourist Bus Hostage Crisis, also known as the Rizal Park hostage-taking incident, occurred on August 23, 2010, in Manila, Philippines. The incident involved a former Philippine National Police officer, Rolando Mendoza, who hijacked a tourist bus with 25 people on board, including tourists from Hong Kong. The Manila tourist bus hostage crisis sparked outrage and condemnation, both domestically and internationally. The Philippine government faced criticism for its handling of the situation, with calls for accountability and improvements in crisis management and law enforcement protocols. In the aftermath of the incident, investigations were launched to determine the causes and factors contributing to the tragedy. Reforms were also initiated to enhance crisis response capabilities and ensure the safety of tourists and civilians in similar situations. Number 1. United Airlines Flight 175 crashing into the World Trade Center. United Airlines Flight 175 was one of the 4 commercial airliners hijacked by terrorists on September 11, 2001, in the deadliest terrorist attack in world history. The Boeing 767-200 aircraft, with registration number N612UA, was scheduled to fly from Boston's Logan International Airport to Los Angeles International Airport. The devastating attack on the World Trade Center shocked the world and forever altered the course of history. The collapse of both towers within hours of the impact resulted in the deaths of nearly 3,000 people, including passengers and crew aboard the hijacked aircraft, office workers, first responders, and bystanders. The events of September 11, 2001, prompted a global response to terrorism and led to significant changes in international security measures, aviation protocols, and counterterrorism efforts. The memory of United Airlines Flight 175 crashing into the World Trade Center serves as a poignant reminder of the human cost of terrorism and the resilience of individuals and communities in the face of tragedy. As we reflect on the craziest things that have happened on live television, we are reminded of the sheer spectacle and unpredictability that make these moments so captivating. Don't forget to share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.